Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dublin Celtic Tigers and the Cleveland Browns. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. This will go for 5 up to the 33. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know. And just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Jameis to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, Got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On third down, Lynch. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's fourth.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting has taken over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Ready. Black 25. Green, triple C. Green, triple C.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. It's complete to Parker, left side. A good pickup there at 22.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Hey, let's give it some work.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll run it on the toss. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. They just do get the play off. Now Winston. And it's caught by Parker. And down inside the 15 he goes. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. This will be their first trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And they'll go on the ground. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready. Black 22.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
And how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Dubliners with a football here to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Sonic! Ready? Blue way! Hey, sub. Let's go. Where's that?
To throw, Winston. Being chased out left. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And it's 3-0 here in the 2nd quarter. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And he's got room. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing, Lynch. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carl Davis in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Lynch. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Green, trouble C. Hey, sub. Let's go.
Following the interception, Winston. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Winston now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Working out of the gun, Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
There goes Duke Johnson. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, 91 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping probably for just a few yards on the ground there. Instead, they get 90-plus and into the end zone.
And as much credit as I have to give the guys on offense, I often think when I see a run of that magnitude that there has to have been a mistake made, maybe even multiple mistakes on defense, because you're expecting them to run the ball in that stage from that stage of the field. Instead, it turns into one of the longest runs that we're going to see in the NFL.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to run now. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
I know a lot of coaches like the toss play because they think it can be a real momentum shifter. Get the ball to that back who can get to the corner and turn it upfield. And on this play, that's exactly what they got, including a first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Running game working. He'll stick with it on first down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
We got 4 down.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Michael Kendricks in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll come on to kick this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Lynch looking to throw on second. Caught right side, Tate. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Right there. Yes, baby.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down.
Throwing here, Lynch on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2nd and 10 now. It's Lynch. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey.
From the red zone now, here's Lynch on first down. Screen play, Johnson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. He can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Now it's Lynch. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
4 down.
They go play action with Lynch. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Winston now to throw on first down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up first and 10. After the interception, here's Lynch. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
Throwing again. Lynch buying time to his left. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. It's the Chargers out to an early lead, and we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And it's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? It had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. So first and 10 now from the 30. Back to the air, Lynch after the pick 6. Underneath for Johnson. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Play action. It's Lynch. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Fullback. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. First down, Winston. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Michael Kendricks in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Jameis to throw it. He'll try to set up the screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Wait, trouble C. Hey, stop. Let's go.
From the gun, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go to Johnson again. Good move by Duke. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lynch. And he's given his man. That's Landry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Lynch now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Here's Lynch. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. First down, a run with Hyde. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Lynch on first down. Flushed out right. Gets it to Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Lynch to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
4 down.
He'll get it up the middle. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have moved out in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm?
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, and touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are just an extra point away now from taking the lead in this game. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. On first down, it's Lynch. Steps away to his left. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Lynch.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Set. Green, 39.
On second down, Lynch. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Right here. Tight on the right. Tight on the right.
From the gun, it's Lynch. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Here we go now.
They'll try and throw for it with Lynch. And this is going to be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Ready. Blue ready.
Following the interception, Winston. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Let's go now. 550, 550. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Short game last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense are saying go right ahead with those.
Screen, triple C. What's that up?
Winston to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Emmanuel Agba in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's Sam Cook now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away. And look at this. This is a good one. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Gun!
Now it's Lynch. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Lynch to throw. Dancing to his left. And an alley run. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter if he needs to make those plays when the legs go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Lynch. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time He was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Lynch. Wide open receiver complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, I guess they could take it to the house with the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal. Every yard counts. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown, winning the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. First throw in overtime now for Lynch. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on 1st down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Once again, it's Lynch. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Lynch. Zadarius Smith. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Lynch now, work to do, certainly, after that sack. This is 3rd and long. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Lynch now, work to do, certainly, after that sack. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Lynch. And this is going to be incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson, there on the coverage. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
And now back out comes the offense. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part one is done, now part two. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Check. Even.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Winston. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey. We got three. Three down.
After the interception, here's Lynch. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now it's in carry for Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Lynch. They'll buy some time. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it.
Hey, stop. Screen, trouble C.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And it's caught by Parker. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT. Winston now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue ready. Hey, stop. Let's go. Check. Watch the 4. Hey, stop. Let's go. Sonic. Green, triple C.
To the air again with Winston. Finding room inside the 40. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And finally down at the 32-yard line. So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs roll around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us.
True.
We came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Man.
Yeah.